I'm not really channeling before this reading because most times, well, because randomly I was instructed to just do the reading right here, right now. Y'all, I'm fake blushing a little bit, but let me go ahead. Let me make sure y'all not in my phone. I'm fake blushing a little bit because this dude that is so handsome. Okay, anyway, that could be significant for Aries. Y'all could be blushing, either somebody blushing because of you or you blushing because of them. I don't know what be up with me and wanting to check my phone right before I'm doing my reading, but like I said, I'm not gonna really um I mean sage the phone too, you know what I'm saying? Negativity. Um Sage my phone too actually. But what was I about to say? For some reason I just got somebody laughing at me saging. Somebody could be laughing at like your beliefs. You could be laughing at somebody else's beliefs. Like I said, when I do these readings, just because I'm reading for a specific energy does not mean that it's somebody that's doing it to you. It could literally be you embodying the energy that I'm reading, whether it's negative, positive, upside. Oh, I channeled that upside down, like Stranger Things. So somebody could literally be in negative energy. Um, one 1240, which equals to a 7. 34, which equals to a 7. 777 could be significant. 77 could be significant. Number 34 could be significant. This could be an age. This could be a year that somebody was born. This could literally be anything. A phone number. It could be anything. 7 is what they call a God number. Somebody could be soul searching. But like I said, somebody could be, I was just about to say something. Oh, I already said the blushing part. Somebody could be blushing because of you, or you could be blushing because somebody else. But also, somebody could be laughing at somebody else's beliefs, or this could be you. I'm gonna only pull one tarot card for Aries. This is an Aries general reading. Again, just because I'm reading for Aries does not mean it's for just Aries. Everybody has everything in them. All the energy is intertwined. Everything and everybody is connected. So take that as it resonates with for you. Um, I'm only gonna pull one tarot card, and then I'm gonna pull 3 from each oracle deck. My feet are kind of cold, but I don't like wearing socks for real. Um, Make sure my mic on this time. One card for Aries. Ooh, one card for Aries. What do Aries need to know? What's the energy surrounding them? What energy are they embodying? These readings are also timeless. That was quick. These readings are also timeless, so it does not have to be an energy of right this second when you listen to this or watch this. I try to tell people that all the time. We don't even live in a, like, I don't even, okay, I don't know too much about this, so you're gonna have to look it up on your own or just keep on watching these readings because as I learn more, I teach more. But from what I know, the time that we live in right now is not even accurate. Like, y'all know the government control everything. They control what we see on media. They control what we see on TV. Well, that is media, but like they control a lot of things, including time. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's time that's missing in history. And I checked for a fact. So somebody had put on Twitter one day, 424 could be significant, 10 could be significant, 1 could be significant, power of 0, teaching through leadership could be significant. Definitely the number 8 could be significant, the number 5 could be significant. But somebody said on Twitter, like, they posted a tweet and was like, oh my goodness, go look at the calendar. It's missing a whole month, or it's missing half of the month of October in a specific year. But it was like a year that's really far back. So, you know me, I went to my phone I went all the way back to the year, and y'all, it was legit missing half of the month of October, I believe. And I was like, how? Because it's not no technical error, because the other months were complete months. So it was just crazy to me, because how the hell you miss half a month and then keep on going as if nothing is missing? So technically today probably not even for real the day that it says it is. Like we just it's only so much we can control as individuals, but as a collective we can indeed control a lot. And this is why the collective has to heal. This is why as a collective people need to ascend and do better for themselves, because it's doing better for others. And just to break it down in layman's terms, that's like the more I do better, the more the people that's in my environment do better, because I'm omitting that type of energy. I'm omitting love. I'm sending out love signals. So then it's almost like people have no choice but to either elevate or literally detach and move around. There's no in between. If somebody around you is elevating, you're going to either elevate or you're going to get left behind. And it's not them doing it, it's you doing it, because everybody has a choice. That could be really significant here, choices. Which, speaking of choices, we talked about the upside. I said upside down Stranger Things. If I'm not mistaken, because I had somebody explain to me what Stranger Things really was, because I didn't really quite understand Stranger Things. Like I understood it, but I didn't quite understand every single details. Like I like to understand all the details, y'all. Like I'm one of them people that I want to know every little bitty detail, because everything matters. The tone of voice, the colors, I used to in high school I took a film study class. Y'all, when I say this man broke down the context of film so in depth, every time I watch something now, I'm breaking down everything. The colors that they decided to use, the tone of voice they decided to use, the height of a person they decided to use, everything. Um, but like let's get back to y'all reading. I'm sorry, because I be going off. Uh I just had deja vu for a second there. I was gonna say I was going off in a tangent. That could be somebody, like somebody name could sound familiar, like it could sound like that a little bit. Or tangerines could be significant, oranges could be significant for some reason. I don't, that was random. But this eight of swords energy, Aries, this is either you that's in this negative energy and these negative thoughts. I am getting more so it's you know um it could be you in the negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction. You see this person is restricted because they tied up, but it's all these swords around, and you mean to tell me that you can't use the sword to help you get untied? You can't. You mean to tell me all these swords around you, and you can't use the sword to help you get untied? Even if you can't see it, you can feel for it. Um, this is a representation of victim mentality, and I didn't even see that until after I said this, but this is literally a victim mentality, because all these swords, and you mean to tell me you can't get up out of that tie by just scooting on over because your feet ain't tied up? So you can't just scoot on over and use them swords to get you up out of the situation? Oh, okay. So you just want to be in a victim mentality. Restriction, feeling isolated, negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, self-imposed restrictions. I didn't even see that before I said that too. And again, this don't have to be you, Aries, that's in this energy. It could be somebody around you, but I'm more so getting this is for a specific person that's doing this to themselves. This card is represented by a no. Air sign is really heavy here, specifically Gemini. But any air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini could be significant. It says it seems as though you okay, something just tried to come up out my throat. Like I just ew. It says it seems as though you are blocked, but you can take a step. Literally, as I was about to try to say that, something was trying to, like mucus was trying to come out my throat. Like it was from a nasal down to my, and I did say my feet was cold, y'all. Now, mind you, I take this personal too, because my feet cold, but I'm making that choice for my feet to be cold. Somebody feet not tied up, but they literally making the choice to stay stuck in a situation they in. Um, but I take that as a sign from my spirit guides, or God, universe, angels, and whatever you want to call it yourself. I take that as me feeling the energy, me resonating with the energy, because in order to really give out a message or give out information, you got to kind of understand it yourself. Excuse me. Um, like I said here before I read this, it says it seems as though you are blocked, but you can take a step. The person feet not even tied up, only their upper body tied up. So you mean to tell me you can't walk to that knife? All right. Eight can be seen as a number of balance. Somebody could be having financial issues at home. And I say that because eight is also a representation of financial stability within a home. Within, I don't think it's business. I really do think it's financial stability within home. I believe four is representation of financial stability within business. So this confirmation. So somebody could definitely be having financial issues within home. I'm getting three people here. Um, y'all know me. I like to pull. I'm gonna pull romance cards before I pull the money oracle, even though I saw this was more about like finances and self. So for some people, this could literally be about self, and for some people it could be about when I say it could be about self, it could just be you having negative thoughts about self. And then for some people this is negative thoughts about finances or financial stability. And mind you, there's a way out of this situation. Again, this person is choosing this. So you're either choosing to not ask for help from somebody specifically. Maybe you have this I can do it all by myself type of mentality, which, let's be for real, nobody can do it by themselves. Nobody has ever done it by themselves. If you could tell me somebody that's done anything by themselves successfully, I'll give you $100 right now. So drop it in the comment section. If you can, 1138 could be significant. 1111 could be significant. Somebody could be the age 38. Someone could have a child. But if you could tell me somebody that did it all on their own, like I said, I'll send you $100. So drop it down, and don't say nothing about your mama, your sister, your cousin. I'm talking about somebody that I can go fact check. Um, but yeah, this could be somebody that's literally either not seeing a way out as their eyes are covered up. They're not seeing a way out, or they don't want to see a way out. Because again, them feet not tied up. So you could just not really want to see a way out, or the way that can help you, either the person or the way that can help you, you just don't want to choose that option. So that's why it's all self-imposed, because even if you don't want to make the choice, sometimes you have to. Three cards. I don't know why I feel like I lost some cards. Like this deck feeling a little light for some reason. Somebody could have lost something. Um, shit, they could have lost their mind. That's not funny. Actually, I'm sorry. That's not funny. That's not funny. But Eight of Swords is a representation of the card no. So either no, you're not progressing because of yourself. No, you're not making this move to do better because of yourself. But it's all self-imposed right now, which is quite ridiculous. And we've all been in this space before where we were our biggest opposition. But it's all a mentality, and it's up to you to get out of it. Um, three cards for Aries. What is this Eight of Swords energy here? They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. I did say something about somebody could be blushing because of you, or you could be blushing because of somebody else. So maybe this victim mentality or this restriction is about a relationship, and it could be because of finances. It could be because of an imbalance. Two more cards. That's for some people. And you could look at it from a business perspective too. Let's say, for example, because again, eight is representation of financial stability within business as well. So let's just, and this could be somebody's life path number too. Somebody's life path number can be eight. The way you find your life path number is you add up every single number that's in your birthday. So your birth month is two numbers, your birthday is two numbers, and then your birth year is four numbers. You add all of those up and you break it down to one single digit, and that's your life path number. So this could be somebody's life path number, whether this is yours or somebody around you. Two more cards. What's this Eight of Swords for Aries? I don't know how my cards all upside down and around the corner, because I don't remember my cards being all like mixed up and stuff. But I'm gonna have to go through my cards. Wait, maybe I'm tripping. Oh, never mind, y'all. I'm tripping. I was holding it upside down. No, I'm not tripping. I know I seen something upside down. Maybe that was the only one though. So somebody look, and then it's That's not a coincidence. I literally said upside down Stranger Things before I started. And then I'm over here talking about my cards upside down, but really I'm just holding them upside down. Self imposed imprisonment. Somebody could literally just be doing this to themselves, but blaming somebody else. But it's all you. Sexuality. Someone is still trying to figure themselves out. That's just for some people. Now, you could be okay. I don't even have to speak no further on that. If you trying to figure your sexuality out and you letting it take a toll on you, that's your problem. Like, we live in 2025 right now, or whatever year we supposed to really be in. Everything is changing, everything is rearranging. Just be you, because yeah, when I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, when I wasn't doing what I was supposed to have been doing, you know, when I wasn't following the instructions of God, I did feel like I was in prison, but it was a self imprisonment. And this was a while ago, but still, the point is, I can relate to it, right? So whether this is somebody in business, whether this is somebody in a home life, whether this is somebody with a sexuality, finances, whatever you want to, whatever, however it relates to you, most times it's all self imposed. One more card for Aries. What's this Eight of Swords? Confirmation. What's this Eight of Swords for Aries? What's this Eight of Swords for Aries? Ooh, patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to those that wait. Now, I'm going to say this. Good things come to those that wait, that are patient, yeah, but good things come to those that work. Good things come to those. Manifestation is not just prayer. Manifestation is prayer and work. I believe it says that in most all religious texts and spiritual texts. One second. Of course, somebody, now I said this before I started my reading and somebody was gonna interrupt me because it been interruptions heavy lately. But one second. Now, of course, I lost my train of thought. Oh, something about patience, working, manifestation. Most religious texts or spiritual guidelines and texts. I really want to eat some chips right now, y'all. I don't know why. I just want to eat while I do this, but somebody's appetite could be really increased. Um, I think that my therapist told me, and I only okay. I went to therapy for like a year, and then I stopped because it just wasn't for me. The therapist wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. I thought I needed it. I'm okay. I didn't need it. All I needed was like a balanced masculine energy in my life and community. So I'm good. But anyway, I went to therapy for a little while, and my therapist, she said something about like people that eat crunchy food. I don't know. I think it's something about like be, having like a being like alone or something, or being like lonely or something. Let me double check. I don't know if it's in a DSM book, but I have the DSM book that's revised, and I have the new edition version, and I really need to go read up on it for real. I probably finished school. I was made okay. Anyway, this is not about me because baby, I've been told y'all my whole life, and it's not y'all business actually. Unless you pay me, then I'll tell you about myself. Um, y'all know I like my ChatGPT. So if somebody, you always talking about how you can help me. One second, let me just talk. If somebody likes to eat crunchy foods, what does that typically mean from a psychological standpoint, or maybe even a spiritual standpoint?
Absolutely, I hear you. From a psychological perspective, craving crunchy foods can sometimes be linked to a need for stress relief or a desire to release tension. The act of crunching can be soothing and provide a kind of sensory stimulation. Spiritually, some traditions see crunchiness as representing vitality or grounding energy. It can also symbolize a need for more stability or connection to the present moment.
All right, cool. So similar to what I stated, but she said it a bit different. And I'm not gonna go into specifics when it comes to like which religious aspects it could relate to, because I don't really want to touch on religion for real. Just like spirituality as a whole. And then I use psychology because it's more so fact based. for those that may not be more spiritual based, who might be, I like to, for some reason, fact and fiction just came in my head. Somebody could not believe in spirituality, actually. Somebody could not have a spiritual basis or a religious basis. Um, I just started to hear buzzing and then it just stopped behind me though. Like, oh, I looked over my left shoulder. But like I said, it could be an act of, or it could be a need for like soothing and provide sensory stimulation. Somebody could definitely need stress relief, which is obvious right here. Shit, that's obvious. Maybe that's why I want to eat chips right now. Like, I really want to eat the chips though. Like, I'm trying not to be crunching with my microphone on because I really, really want to eat the chips right now. Somebody could literally be stressed the fuck out. We're gonna look at this from a romantic standpoint since we got sexuality out here and then we got they'll be back. Let's see from a romantic standpoint first, and then we'll look at the financial standpoint, and then we'll pull from the divine time and oracle deck. Now this fell out a little bit, but I'm not gonna take it because I just don't want to right now. Three cards though. Three cards for Aries. What is this Eight of Swords energy? What is this they'll be back, sexuality and patience? What is this Eight of Swords energy? What is this Eight of Swords energy? What is this Eight of Swords energy? Why do I always be wanting to sing stuff like when I talk? I treated you like an option and I'm sorry. It says they'll be back. This came out right above they'll be back. So somebody could have definitely treated somebody wrong. And that person could have left them. That's what you get for not valuing a person, because everybody's a human, everybody has a soul. So the fact that you would have been reckless with a person's energy is your fault, but it's okay because it's a learning lesson. So as long as you learned your lesson and you're sorry, maybe they'll understand, maybe they won't, maybe they'll just understand, and that doesn't mean you'll get the relation. Something smells like it's burning. Now, this is a fire sign reading. Nothing is lit right now around me, but I just started to smell something burning. I hope nobody's burning as far as STI or STD. Um, and I hope somebody didn't burn somebody. But if that could be what this means though. Somebody could have treated somebody like an option. It was just confirmation. Somebody could have treated somebody like an option and was just sleeping around with people, cheating. I wanted to say cheating and beating, but you know how some people say beat my feet. 10, 11 could be significant. 12 could be significant. 3 could be significant. But you know how somebody say, beat my feet, that means to leave. So somebody could have been cheating and then leaving. Like just doing what they had to do and then going to their next whatever destination or task or something. Like just literally cheating real quick and then leaving. Like it's not like they laid up with a person, but they just cheated though real quick. I don't know why I just saw that. That's not funny. Two more cards for Aries. What's his Eight of Swords energy? Somebody could just be in and out of these little quick, you know, I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. I don't know. I'm feeling like maybe I'm in the other person's energy because I'm feeling like blah blah blah. I don't care whatever you say. Like somebody could, maybe that's why this Eight of Swords energy is heavy. Aries again. This is either you or somebody else towards you. But I'm getting like blah blah blah. I don't care. You did what you did multiple times. Whatever, whatever, whatever. You made the choice. Mm. Maybe that's why patience is here, because maybe like a person need time to heal from everything, whether this is you, like I said, or somebody else. But whew, we and this could be same sex or opposite sex. But with somebody trying to figure out their sexuality, you see how all of this stuff, you see how they all intertwine. I forgot which one is feminine and which one is masculine, but then it's like right in the middle too. So like whoever could be figuring out their sexuality, maybe somebody figuring out their sexuality, um, you messy as hell for having other people intertwining your bullshit. I'm gonna say that. And yes, everything could be a learning experience, but if somebody did give somebody a STI or STD, you dead fucking wrong. That shit is dangerous, and that shit not something to play with. Like Y'all be playing with people's life that like it's just cool. Like a person just gonna forgive you for even putting them at risk. Even if you didn't give somebody a STI, STD, it's a possibility that you could have. And that's risky. That's dangerous. Why would you have done that? Like, and we all done made mistakes. We all done did, certain things without really understanding the consequences that could have occurred. But, moving forward. One more card for Aries. What's this Eight of Swords energy here? What's this Patience energy? What is this Eight of Swords for Aries? What do they need to know? No, 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 no. What's this Eight of? Somebody could probably be a singer. I don't know. I'm keeping my distance to protect you and your energy. You damn Skippy better be. If somebody got an STI or STD, that's why they keeping their distance to protect you from getting it, because they know that when y'all probably come into contact, it's gonna be like a sexual encounter. You damn Skippy better keep away. And again, it could just be sometimes when people say STD, and I've heard this from other readers, they mean sexually transmitted demon. So one thing that people don't realize is whoever you decide to intertwine with, your sacral chakra, your creative chakra, you intertwine with that person. So let's say you got a person that's depressed and you having sex with them, babe, it's a possibility you're going to have those same symptoms. Like you're going to take on that person's energy. You know how people talk about relationships. Even if you want to look at it from a physical standpoint and not a spiritual standpoint, from a physical standpoint, and my hands ashy again. I because I wash my hands so much, I just don't really be lotioning. And honestly, I don't really be caring. But anyway, this ain't about me. Again, somebody could always make something about them too. Somebody could always make something about them. Somebody could be really selfish, like never understanding another person's viewpoint, never understanding where another person coming from. I really, really, really want to eat these chips, y'all. Somebody could be very fucking stressed out. And again, it's all self-imposed. Victim mentality. Oh yeah, we said that already. Victim mentality. Somebody could make it all about them all the time. Woe is me, woe is me. I had a terrible childhood. Blah 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 blah. This could be somebody talking to you, Aries, or this could be you talking to somebody else. Like whatever. You always want to complain. You always want to bring up the past. You always a victim. Blah blah blah. Um, but let's say from a physical standpoint, if I let's say I don't want to use me an example, but let me just say in general. Let's say two people decide to come together. Oh, this is a great example actually that I just thought about. Okay, so marriage, for example. Let's say somebody is on child support and they decide to get married to somebody else. So this is what I heard, and I'm gonna have to fact check. But in Illinois, I think it's a law where if you marry somebody that owe child support, they can garnish the other partner's wages to pay that child support. So even if it's not your child, confirmation, even if it's not your child, you could still be held liable for the consequences of the actions of your partner. You see what I'm saying? So imagine that. Or another example, you decide to start dating somebody and then, you know, they get sick, or maybe some their parents get sick. But now it's like you got to deal with that responsibility. You got to deal with that because that's your partner. You said that whatever comes with them, you know, you will deal with it. When people get married, they usually say 10, 11 could be significant. Again, I saw 28, 47 when I said that. Those ages could be significant. Again, those could be years. But most people get married and they say like through sickness and through health, through broke and through rich, death do us part, blah, 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 cool, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm steady getting blah, blah, blah. Somebody just don't care anymore. But when you make those vows or you say those promises, even without marriage, if you tell somebody like, oh, I'm gonna love you no matter what, you said the shit. So live up to it. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, have boundaries and stuff still, but just know what you're getting into. That's my point. Know what you're getting into before you get into it. I think that was my point, at least. But y'all can go rewind it. I can't rewind it right now, so but y'all can go rewind it and see if that was a point. Whatever. 3 cards for Aries. This is my last romance oracle deck. Three cards. What's this Eight of Swords? What is this Eight of Swords? Very soon, with with they'll be back. I'll treat it like an option very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Two more cards. What is this Eight of Swords that Aries could be in, or that this person's energy is in about Aries? Two more cards. Deception. Now, this came out under sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I can't make this shit up. Y'all see the cards flying out. I don't pull cards out because I let it come out as it should. I feel like when you pull cards out, you kind of manipulating that energy because you're forcing a response versus when you let it fall out. Babe, that's all God. That's all just the energy. So if you deceiving a person, I already said it. You damn motherfucking wrong. Now this could be an air sign that is um intertwined with a fire sign. This is a fire sign reading, but we saw air really significant here, Gemini especially. You dead fucking wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. You dead wrong if you deceiving a person, because what's wrong with telling the truth? Why are you so scared to tell the truth? Most people are really understanding if you tell the truth. I heard this from a male perspective and a woman perspective. Most times, if a man tells a woman the complete truth and nothing but the truth, she still gonna love him. She gonna still give him what he want, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, shit, okay, you told me the truth. What can I can't be mad about it. Now, I'm talking about telling the truth from the beginning. I'm not talking about telling the truth after you didn't got caught up already, or after somebody suspect you already, or after, it's already been questions raised. No, I'm talking about telling the truth from the beginning. If you tell the truth from the beginning, a person can now make a choice on whether they want to be intertwined with you or not, in any sense, financially, business related, romantic related, friend, platonic related. Like, tell the truth. A lot of y'all just not really him or her. So y'all don't have the ability to tell the truth because y'all really weak. And it's okay. It's not okay actually, but you know, a lot of y'all just weak sauce. Shit. I see wedding at the bottom of this. This situation involves marriage. Somebody could be married, y'all. Somebody could be married. All right, one more card. What's this patience here? Yawning, that's confirmation. Somebody could be tired of this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of this shit. One more card. What is this patience here? I'm keeping my distance, protect you and your energy. What's this Eight of Swords for Aries? Either this Aries feeling towards somebody else or somebody else feeling towards this Aries. It says passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now, when I saw the wedding card, right up under there was the passion card. I just didn't see anything. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Y'all, was I not just singing? And I said maybe somebody could be a singer. Maybe they're not even a singer. Maybe this had nothing to do with somebody being an artist, but this could be indeed for somebody that's an artist or that likes to sing, that makes you an artist. But it could also just mean open up your heart. Like, I surprise myself all the time. The way me and God be talking and we be intertwined, it just, sometimes I surprise my daggone self. I'm just getting better at being able to understand all my cards really upside down that was at the top. Somebody could think they at the top and really they're at the bottom. Oh my goodness, that's so nasty. Oh my goodness, that's so nasty. I just saw, that's so nasty, G. I don't like being in people's sexual business, but unfortunately, when you're an energy reader, people business come to you, and sometimes I just don't like speaking on it because it's not my business. Sometimes I don't know what God want me to do with the information that I have, which is why I came to YouTube finally, because God been telling me to come to YouTube and post, general readings for the collective, because y'all, sometimes I really be in people business on accident. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all a sad story in a minute, but actually I'm gonna tell y'all right now. So one day I was, do I want to tell this story? Because it's really like, it's really, 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 really a deep story. And I don't even know if this is something I should tell. Maybe I should, I'm going to use a different type of example. But just know that, nah, I'm going to tell the truth. Okay, I'm going to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. So look, I met this woman, confirmation. I'm going to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Somebody could be going to court for something. Somebody could have to swear in for something. This could be somebody that's in a career field like this. They could be in like a legal career field, or somebody could be going to court for like a family issue, or hopefully nothing violent. But the example that I'm about to give was indeed kind of like a violent example. So hopefully this is not anybody's case, but we know that in the real world things happen. So we got to speak on it in order to heal from it. I'm not really one of them sugarcoating type of people. So I met this lady, and she basically she said that she heard my voice, and something told 83 could be significant, 11 could be significant, 2 could be significant, coming into balance could be significant, love could be significant. So I met this lady because she said that she heard my voice around the corner, and something told her to go find the voice. Now, she said when she finally saw me, she matched my voice to who I was because she heard me talk again. And she said, you know, it's something like she basically just introduced herself, and she was like, "Hey, you want to hang out sometimes?" Now, y'all, at first I thought it was a little weird, but when she said she heard my voice around the corner and something told her to find me, I knew it was nothing but God. So I knew that it was something that I had to have did, or it was a reason why. So I didn't brush her off. She was like, "Hey, let's be cool, let's hang out, whatever." So she invited me into her home. Y'all, as soon as I went into this girl home, the same day I was gonna end up leaving like a little while after. Like all we was gonna do was kick it for a little while, talk, get to know each other, and I was gonna go about my day. Y'all, as soon as I got in her house, I got sick within like 2 hours. But when I say I got sick as in I got stuck in her house. I was literally laying on her floor and I couldn't move. I couldn't wake up. It was like I was it's like something had me stuck there. Like an energy had me stuck in her house because I got sick immediately and I could not move. I'm emphasizing that so much, y'all, because I know energy is very real, and I know that when you meant to do something, the universe gonna make sure that it get done. Even what? Oof. So I get sick within like 2 hours. Mind you, I was perfectly fine before that. Y'all, it's like I was cleansing the energy within her home. 1010 could be significant. 11 2 could be significant. Power of zero could be significant. Teaching through leadership. Y'all, I got sick in there, and it felt like I was cleansing the energy in her home. But it felt like I was the one that was taking the toll of the negative energy. So I ended up getting sick. She ended up having company, like her family, like a couple of people had came over. Nothing crazy, but it had made me nervous because I could hear everything, but I couldn't really move. I couldn't really open my eyes either. It's like I was blinking, so I was seeing like little things. Like I could see somebody walk past the door. I heard somebody go to the bathroom. I could hear them talking a little bit, but I couldn't move, y'all. It wasn't really scary to me because I've had like I already been through so much. Ain't nothing really scary nowadays. Like if you scare me, I'm gonna give you $100 because baby, don't nothing scare me nowadays. I done been around every type of person. I done been involved in certain things. I done seen a lot of shit. I done heard a lot of shit. I done felt a lot of shit. Like ain't nothing scare me no more. So I'm like, damn. So in my head, I'm like praying to God because I couldn't pray out loud. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, help me feel better because I don't know what's going on, but help me feel better so I can get up. Y'all, when I say I think I slept for 2 days straight and I couldn't get up, she even tried to wake me up and feed me. She was like, gee, something wrong. You gotta like get up and eat something or something. Like, and I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't even really respond to her. But anyway, I'm sorry. Let me fast forward a little bit. Not even fast forward, but let me get to the point because like it's making me relive it. And I'm like really emphasizing the fact that the negative energy was so strong in her home and she had a child. That's really where I'm getting at. When she said that she heard my voice around the corner, she had to find me, I knew it was for a reason. When I went into her house, I immediately got sick and I could not leave. Clearly, something was keeping me there for a reason. I think it was, I know for a fact it was God keeping me there for a reason. I just don't understand why I got sick. Part of me, part of me believes I got sick because the negative energy was so strong that I literally was filtering it out through myself. But I also feel like she had like negative energy attached to her. And I want to say demonic energy attached to her, but I'm not going to say all of it. I'm going to just say negative energy attached to her because she reminded me of someone from my past that did me dirty. So I knew for a fact she was a negative person in my life, and we were not going to continue on our, we weren't going to continue on our relationship. I know I was only there for a moment to let her know something. I was like a messenger. But at the same time, I'm a healer. So I was there to help her. But that's only if she would have chosen to be helped. So y'all, when I finally got up after like day 3 or 4 of being like laid out on her fucking floor, y'all, I was there. I stayed a little bit longer because I realized something was supposed to have. I was supposed to have been doing something or saying something, but I couldn't figure it out yet. But my spirit was talking to me really heavy. So she ended up having company over with her son. Y'all, when I say my spirit was screaming at me that something had happened to her son. Something kept telling me, go check on her son. Now, if y'all don't know, because y'all don't know, if you know me, you know I used to work in childcare. I still do work with children, but just not. I started focusing on my business because childcare don't pay a lot. And I felt like I could make more money starting my own business to then go back to childcare and do what I need to do. So y'all, something kept telling me, go check on her son, go check on her son. So I started checking on her son. I was popping up at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., checking on her son. And mind you, her son grew, most people's children grow really comfortable with me because they know what love is. Kids are really innocent, so they know who's a good person, who's a bad person. Even if your child is ruthless because of how they were raised, 5 could be significant, 10 could be significant again. Even if your child is ruthless or misbehaved or whatever the case might be because of how they grew up, when I get around, oh baby, them babies gonna get it right together because I'm a teacher. I'm naturally gonna teach. I can't not teach. Is this who I am? Now mind you, take all this into account, okay? But something kept telling me to check on her child, so I was checking on him. But at first I was hesitant because mind you, it's a stranger and everything was moving so fast. And I've learned my lesson on being too intense with people because sometimes my intensity scares people. When I tell people I know stuff, sometimes it scares people because some people really don't for real believe in God, or they don't understand the concept. So they don't even understand like somebody could be sent into your life to really help you for real. So I was getting ready to finally leave, and I'm like, something keep on pulling me back. Like I'm not done. Something keep pulling me back to come back to her house. So I'm leaving, going to work. I come back. She texted me like, "Hey, you gonna come back and kick it?" So I go back and kick it. But for some reason, her son was the most important part here. So I told y'all when she had company with her son, something kept telling me her son was getting or had gotten touched before. So when we was in the kitchen one day, her son was up early. I was up early, and I made him breakfast. And he act like he wasn't used to breakfast because he wasn't. That's not, that wasn't their dynamic. So when I made him breakfast, he was doing his little worksheet. Even though it was the summertime, I'm the type of person where you learn and never stop. So even if it's summertime, we still need to do some type of learning. So he was doing his workbook while I'm making him breakfast. And just the way it flowed was really miraculous to me. It was great to me. I was like, I felt like I was really accomplishing what I was supposed to have been accomplishing. And she was feeding him flaming hots for breakfast, y'all. Like, not even feeding him breakfast. She giving him flaming hots. Talking about he asked for it. This a little boy. Of course he asking for it because you're accepting it. But when I made breakfast and he accepted it. So sometimes you have to give children exactly what they need, not what they want, because they only want what you allow. So anyway, he finally ate his breakfast and he go in his room. Now it's me and her. I'm making her breakfast. Like we talking. And I was like, I gotta tell you something, but I don't want you to be mad at me. I don't want you to be scared of me, and I don't want you to kick me out. But I really have to tell you this because it's been heavy on my heart for 2 days now, and I have to tell you. She said, go ahead and tell me. I'm not gonna react no negative way. I said, okay, cool. I said, for some reason, God keep on telling me that your son got touched before. Y'all, immediately she said, oh yeah, he did when he was younger. 444 could be significant. Y'all, I bust out and started crying so hard. I'm like crying so hard in her kitchen. And I'm like, gee, what? Like I'm mad at God because I'm like, why would you have told me this? Because what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take her son? Am I supposed to take care of her son? Am I supposed to be in her life? What am I supposed to do with this information? Like, I didn't know what to do. But sometimes I guess God just I still don't really quite understand what my mission completely was, because I hope I did what I was supposed to have did in totality. But it was almost like, I don't even I guess I was supposed to have protected her son or something like that, or just told her that I knew, because when I told her that, she immediately, and I just belched again. I just burped again. Confirmation. But when I told her, like, I know that something happened to your son because I keep on feeling it. She said, yeah, when he was younger. Y'all, when I started crying so hard. She started explaining to me the story of what happened to him. And I'm just like, gee, what the fuck? Like, why? Why would God tell me this? This could be important for somebody. Like, somebody could have needed to speak up about something. 46 could be significant. 10 again is significant. 10 is really heavy here for some reason. But oh, duh, 10 is heavy here because somebody could be in a leadership position. Somebody could be a parent and not speaking up about something that they need to speak up about. Y'all, I felt so angry because I did not know what to do, but I wanted to do something. And maybe that's all I was supposed to have did, was let her know, like, I knew. But when she started telling me the story and everything, I just kept crying. Like, I just kept crying. And her son did not know what we was talking about, but it was like, I couldn't help but to, like, I understood. That's the reason why I got sick when I was there. That's the reason why I got stuck when I was there. Because I needed to do something and I needed to help her son. But it was like, y'all, it was so heavy on me. That could be somebody's story, though. That could be somebody's story. That could be somebody's child's story. That could maybe be why this person is questioning sexuality, whether this is you or somebody else. But it's just so heavy. It was so heavy, y'all, that I just didn't. I just all I could do was hug her son and hug. Like, I didn't even give a fuck about hugging her for real, because don't get me wrong. Yes, I felt like she could use some love, but it was her son who was incapable of defending himself. It was him who I really like. I just wanted to take care of him after that, because it was like, how could this happen to you? But it happens so often in this world, y'all. It's so sickening to me. But that could be somebody's story. That could be really significant here for y'all. That could be why somebody is in this Eight of Swords energy too. Something could have happened in childhood. And don't get me wrong, just because you were a victim of something does not mean that you continue to be a victim, and it does not mean that you become the abuser. It does not mean that you become the person that deceives other people. So whether this was you, whether this was somebody that you know, whether this was a child, like I said, somebody that you know, it's still up to you to protect them. No such thing as an innocent bystander. I want y'all to know that there is no such thing as an innocent bystander. And if you be out here acting like a bystander, and you be acting like you innocent and you a bystander, you're not innocent. What they call it when you help somebody commit a crime? Damn, what's it called? Because even if you witnessed it and you didn't do anything, you could still get in trouble because you sat there and you let that shit happen and you didn't speak up about it. So if this is somebody's story, you did fucking wrong for multiple things. Now, if this is not somebody's story, we're gonna look at it from a financial standpoint, and we're gonna see what this Eight of Swords is financially. That just made me relive the whole little situation, y'all. And it's like, this is why I do what I do. This is why I have to continue to be who I am, because it's people out here that really can't defend themselves, or that really need assistance, or that really need help. Three cards. What's this Eight of Swords energy that Aries could be in, or that this energy is around Aries? Odd jobs. Now, this card, out of all these cards, this card has come out for 3 readings or 4 readings now of different zodiac signs. This is why I say everybody's energy is intertwined. Every bird, I just belched again. Everybody's connected. Odd jobs. Consider creating multiple streams of income. Second job, add a job. Freedom is more important than financial security. Sometimes it's okay to take a transition job, even if it doesn't lead to a career. Now, we already said this could be somebody that either wouldn't accept help from somebody to get a financial boost, or like putting themselves in this self-imposed restriction because they don't want to step up and speak up about something. So from a financial standpoint, this could be somebody that doesn't want to get a job. Maybe this person could own their own business. We talked about how 8 is financial stability within home. This could be somebody that could maybe have their own business, or maybe they're used to doing something a certain type of way, or maybe they're used to having a specific job, and maybe it's just not enough anymore. And this could be somebody who is either ashamed. 50-50 could be significant. 5-5, 10. 10 is really significant here. Like, I'm steady getting 10 heavy. um this could be somebody who like has like either people that shame them, or they shame themselves. Heavy on the shame themselves for maybe needing to get another job, or create another source of income. First of all, how you gonna let somebody else shame you because you want to make more money, or you have things that you want to accomplish? What? I don't care. Somebody tried to tell me because somebody told me this, and it's a business owner that told me this. This business owner said, yeah, we don't do scut work. Somebody else can do the mopping and cleaning. And I looked and I said, what? What? How that even makes sense? I'm gonna make sure my business clean no matter what. If I gotta get on my hands and knees and scrub the floor, I'm gonna get on my hands and knees and scrub the floor, because when people walk into my business, this is a reflection of me. So if somebody else decides they don't want to clean, guess what? Unfortunately, I don't care if I'm a millionaire or a billionaire. I got to do the cleaning, or pay somebody to do the cleaning. You see what I'm saying? And if I don't want to pay nobody to do it, I got to do it. It's just that simple. Y'all, I be mopping floors, sweeping. I don't have no shame in cleaning up. I don't even understand people that think like that. Like, I hope that when I touch my millions and billions, I never get so stuck up I forget where I came from. And I hope that I never get so stuck up I say no ignorant shit like that. 2 to 2 could be significant. Um, but I hope I never say no weird activity like that. We don't do scut work. What? If you are a labor worker in any type of shape, way, or form, you're still doing work. So what does it matter if you're cleaning? What? Who else is gonna clean? Are you paying somebody to clean? But anyway, moving forward, don't let nobody shame you out of getting another source of income, no matter what it is. Especially if you make it ends meet for your family, even yourself. Don't what? 2 more cards. What's this Eight of Swords for Aries energy? What's this Eight of Swords? Parenthood. Y'all, this is triple, quadruple confirmation that somebody's a parent. Somebody could be a parent. Now, this could be, you could just be a parent of animals. You could have an animal or something like that. Um, but this is somebody who is in a parental position, even if that means you're a teacher. You see what I'm saying? You could be a person that works in childcare. It says healing your inner child will help you make money. We just talked about that when I told the story, y'all. I said somebody could have went through the situation that I just explained, and this could be somebody needing to heal from childhood because they putting themselves in this victim mentality. So yes, something could have happened to you. Yes, you were a victim at some point, but you can't be a victim forever, baby. This could have happened to somebody when they was young, when they was a baby, but you can't be a victim forever, baby. We we all. I don't know anybody who has had a perfect life. But you can't be a victim forever. At some point, you got to be like, all right, it happened. The person go suffer the consequences, but I got to move on, because you're going to end up getting stuck in a loop. You're going to end up getting stuck in a cycle. You're going to get stuck questioning yourself. You're going to get stuck deceiving people. You're going to get stuck losing people that could love you because you were being a victim still, especially if it happened a long time ago. At some point, you got to give it up. I'm sorry. It says caregiver, teacher, pediatrician, or any career centered around children. Don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards your goals. Healing your inner child. This could be a parent that's going and still healing their inner child from things that happened to them, and that's okay. But being a victim is not okay. I know that. It doesn't feel good. It don't feel good to keep on blaming your past for certain things. Like eventually 10 could be significant, 55 right here. But eventually people gonna look at you crazy for real, if you just be a victim forever. Like, y'all, my auntie, 60 something years old, she almost 70, and she gonna tell me I'm not gonna heal because I'm too old to heal. It's already too late for me to heal. Damn, you've been a victim for 66, 67 years, 68 years, 65 years. Damn, that's sad. Mind you, immediately it broke my heart. It made me sad because I was like, shit, I do not want to be that old talking about I'm not gonna heal. Hell no. Let me heal while I'm in my 20s, because I'll be damned if I be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 10, 10 again just popped up. 555. I'll be damned if I keep on getting older and I keep on being a victim. I was going to say mentality. And I'd be damned if I had that mentality, because that's just not right. I'm not in the field of hurting people just because I'm hurt, especially for 30, 40 years. Are you crazy? Once you hit about 30 years old, babe, you better have acknowledged. That's the key word for today too, accountability. You better have acknowledged certain things, because I already said this. I refuse to be in my 30s and 40s hurting and hurting other people. That's lame, and you look ridiculous. You look ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself, actually. Yes, I'm saying you should be ashamed of yourself. 1111 could be significant. One more card for Aries. What's this Eight of Swords energy? This reading here, it says gossip. Ugh, I just said don't let nobody talk you into feeling guilty for what you have to do. If you know you got terrible friends around you, move on. It says gossip. People are talking about you and what you're doing. Minimize drama and take personal responsibility to act with integrity. Your personal drama is getting in the way of your work. Y'all, I already said that. Once again, I can't even lie. That ain't, oof. I hope the right people see this reading. You do not have to be an Aries to relate to this, because everybody is connected. Everything is intertwined. All energy is intertwined. Everybody has at least half of the zodiac signs within them in their chart. And if you don't know what I mean by in your chart, you can look it up. You can Google it. You can ask ChatGPT. What does it mean? And I'm really big on numerology as well. I love doing people's numerology chart. I'm more so into numerology than astrology, actually. I'm more of a psychology, philosophy type of girl. Like, I really want to understand the facts about it. And it's nothing wrong with astrology. It's just that people have used astrology so much to defend their weirdness that it's like, let me go towards some other stuff to explain it better. The light just went off. It's automatic though, but I'm gonna just leave it off. I usually have my ring light when I do my videos, because I know for a fact the light will go off at some point. Um, but yeah, I don't know. People just be weird, and they try to use things to justify their weirdness. This gossip that's going on could be the reason why you not growing, why you not moving on, why you not doing what you need to be doing, because you could be letting people literally guilt trip you, and that is ridiculous, especially if you grown. If you grown as hell and you letting this type of stuff still get to you, this is high school shit. This is this is high school, grammar school, middle school shit. Grow the fuck up, put your big boy pants on, bitch, put your big girl pants on, and get the fuck to work. It literally says minimize drama and take personal responsibility to act with integrity. Right before I read this, I just said the word of the day was accountability. Take accountability. I don't care about none of that gossip. Guess what? One thing for sure, two things for certain. In my life, for me specifically, people have talked about me all my life. But guess what? None of no bitch ever, none of no woman or no man ever ran up on me. Nobody ever wanted to fight me for real. Nobody but the really, really, really unstable people have ever come to me and told me how much they didn't like me to my face. Nobody has ever come and told me none of this gossip stuff to my face. They talk in their little group chats, they talk amongst their friends, they talk amongst their families, but don't nobody got the balls or the guts to come and say nothing to my face. So all this gossip don't mean nothing. So it shouldn't mean nothing to you. Do what you need to do, because people are gonna always talk, but you let that talk make you famous. You make sure that that talk is what pays your bills. You see what I'm saying? The reason why people are famous is because people talk about them. People love to be nosy and be in their life. 10 could be significant. 0101 could be significant. 11 could be significant. 111 could be significant. That's creativity and communication too. Let them talk, but you just make sure you monetize on it and you get paid from it. You hear what I'm saying? Don't nobody get no fuck what these people have to say. You know what's best for you. You know what's best for your business. You know what's best for your financial stability. You know what's best for your family. So then just do it. All that other stuff does not matter. And I can't believe I ever even care what people thought. And sometimes we think we don't care, but sometimes you got to take a step back and you got to look at what you're really doing in your life, and that's going to let you know if you care or not. If you decide that you can't get another, let's say you own a business, but you just really struggling and nobody else helping you, and you got to go get a side job, but now people like, oh my goodness, you got a job, I thought you had a business. Babe, who cares? Why is it a business? 111 is heavy here, 1111 is heavy here, 7 is heavy here, 34 is heavy here. But imagine them talking and they don't even know your business. Why does it matter? Tell me, why does it matter? Are they helping you pay your bills? So what does it matter? Why does their opinion matter? Are they paying your bills? Are they giving you money to help you? Are they giving you resources to help you? Are they giving you advice to help you? Are they giving you information? No, tell them shove it up there. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, especially with what was okay. I shouldn't have said that. But tell them to shut up. Give it to God. 3 cards, divine time. What is the timing that Aries needs to know about? What or the people in Aries energy? What's this 8 of Swords? What's this timing? We did get they'll be back. We did get patience. It says release the need to control the situation. Right above, they'll be back. Right above, odd jobs. And then don't forget very soon also. Maybe I should turn the light back on. Hold on, let me pause it and turn the light back on. All right. This reading long too, but they'll be back with release the need to control the situation with very soon. So all that needing to control the situation, let it go. Well, everybody always got control issues. Babe, you can't even control if you wake up in the morning. You could literally die in your sleep tonight. So I don't even understand why people are always trying to control something. You can't even control if you wake up in the morning. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know if you're gonna wake up again. So why you gotta control everything around you and everybody around you? Let it go. Only control what you know you can control. You can control what you say. You can control how you react to things. You can control your decisions. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You can barely even control, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Let's be for real. You can't even control your digestive system. So be for real. If you can't even control your own bodily functions, what make you think you can control outside people and things or situations? Release the need to control. 2 more cards. What does Aries need to know? What's this 8 of Swords energy here? Uh-oh, we got our little 2 cards though that came out quickly. Keep going with the flow of life. This came out in another reading too. Damn it, y'all. Damn it. I didn't accidentally. Somebody just called the phone, disrupting. And I didn't accidentally clicked on it trying to hang up. So it cut the video. So now I gotta put the videos together. That's just doing a lot of work. I'll be trying to avoid that. But it says keep going with the flow of life. It's okay. Even though we got a disruption, it ain't gonna stop nothing. I'm just gonna go and merge the videos together and keep it pushing. But this came out right above sexuality, parenthood. I didn't know what love felt like until it came along in deception. So even if this is you or somebody else that you know, is going through this situation or this energy, release the need to control and keep going with the flow of life, because at the end of the day, don't nothing stop. Life don't stop because you made a bad decision or because you went through something. It just keep going. You know, it's unfortunate sometimes that we don't get a moment to ourselves. I'm sorry about that. I'm glad I checked my phone because I got a client that's trying to book. But yeah, keep going with the flow of life. Unfortunately, life don't stop for us. It says patience, passion. I'm keeping my distance to protect you and your energy. It says let it happen organically. And then of course this gossip is here, but you know, these kind of like separate because yeah, whatever. Those financial more so. But even with the financial aspect, with those coming out, let it happen organically. So you know if you're going with the flow and you releasing the need to control, that it's gonna happen organically. So all you gotta do is follow the steps. Release the need to control, keep going with the flow of life, let it happen organically. It's just that simple. It's really just that simple. We only got two more decks we're gonna pull from, and then I'm sorry, three more decks from this one, and then we got two more decks after this one. And I'm definitely eating my chips after this because this fake, it didn't stress me out, but fake got me just like feeling like what the heck. I just what the heck. Three cards for Aries. What's this Eight of Swords energy? What affirmations do they need? What confirmations do they need? Or the energy that's attached to them or surrounding them. What's this Eight of Swords? Somebody's masculine could be energy could be bruised or hurting. I heard ego. Three cards. What's this Eight of Swords energy for Aries? What affirmations do they need? What confirmations do they need? 15, which is 6, which is 12, equals 3, creativity and communication. Sunrise, kindness, and laughter. Start your day with a sunrise, letting its warmth and light fill you with hope. Set intentions for positivity, engage in acts of kindness, and find moments for laughter. Life's beauty is amplified when shared, so connect with others and spread joy. Two more cards. What's this Eight of Swords? 87, 87. That's 15, 15. That's 6, 6. This is also 6, 6. So 15, 15 came out basically twice for y'all. 6, 6. I mean, not basically, actually. 87, 87. But both of them equate to the same number. So real emphasis on 12, which equals 3, creativity and communication. Someone could literally need to express, which we already talked about through this whole thing. Somebody need to express themselves, tell the truth about something, move forward, get out this negative thoughts, get out this self-imposed imprisonment and restriction. um Contentment, present moment, simple things, nature, peace, and contentment. Live in the present moment and enjoy the simple things. Take a walk in nature, savor a delicious meal. I just belched. I mean, belched. I just belched. So somebody could really need to take a walk. Somebody could be a walker. Somebody could be somebody who like taking runs or bike rides or anything in nature. It says take a walk in nature, savor a delicious meal, and cherish the time with the loved ones. Find peace and contentment in the here and now. One more card. Oh, I'll be so tired. Like I really. Oh, that's what I wanted to say too. Evil eye could be really heavy. I don't know if somebody's sending you the evil eye or you sending somebody else the evil eye, but protection is needed. Just protection of your energy. Just like with gossip, like just stay out of it. It's none of your business. Let people gossip. They don't have nothing to do with you. That shit is tiring. I don't really know how y'all could just gossip all day. I'd be tired, y'all. And plus, I don't want to make nobody feel like they important by talking about them all day. Y'all don't care. Like y'all talk about a person all day. Y'all wake up thinking about a person. Y'all go to sleep thinking about a person. Y'all think that that's cute? 7777. which is 5, 5, which is 10, 28, significant. Somebody's birthday could be the 28th. Somebody could be 28. Somebody could be, I mean, I hope nobody was born 1928 because baby, you damn near 100 years old. But um, you know, 28 could mean anything. 10 could be significant. We already said 10. Baby, 10 was significant, so heavy throughout this reading. I'm gonna have to make sure I put that in the comments. And then don't forget, right before we had started, I said 7, 7, 34, 12, 40 could be significant. So it says self-relief. I'm sorry, it says self-belief. Self-belief determined failure actions. Keep a strong sense of self-belief and stay determined in the face of setbacks. Remind yourself that failure is merely a stepping stone to success. Embrace every opportunity with open arms and take bold actions to pursue your dreams. Whew, I'm tired now. Oh, dang. Never mind. I got 2 more days. I'll be needing a nap in the middle of my day. Like, I really be needing a nap. Let me make sure my client don't want to come right now because I'm almost done, but I don't want to rush. All right, cool. This evening works. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm really feeling good today. I'm out my side. What that Glorilla song just came in my head. She said, I'm feeling good today. I'm outside with my bae. Got a dark skin with dreads and a light skin nigga with, I mean, oops, I didn't mean to say the N word. And a light skin, or she said dark skin with waves. I hope y'all don't have 2 boyfriends around here or 2 partners around here, but we did see this. Don't be playing with people now. Now, if you single, do what you want to do by all means, but don't be mixing and mingling when you know you're supposed to be in a marriage or a commitment with somebody and they don't know nothing about it. You better let them know. You better communicate because you every reaction. I'm sorry, every action has a reaction, and you can't tell nobody how to react once you done did something to them. I will say that now. That doesn't mean 11 could be significant, 2 could be significant. That does not mean go out here and act crazy just because somebody has hurt you or wronged you. Okay? I just yawned again. Okay, 3 cards. What zodiac signs could be significant here for Aries with this 8 of Wands energy? What do they need to know? What zodiacs could be significant? What energy could be heavy in their energy or surrounding their energy? What energy could they be in? Earth, fertility, growth, opportunity, which we said that with very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. There's no way you can grow the opportunity. There's no way you can get a new financial blessing if you don't make the decision to release the need to control. If you don't make the decision to grow, how you gonna actually grow? If you don't make the decision to open up for another financial blessing, how you gonna get a financial blessing? If you worry about what everybody else got to say or do. 2 more cards. Earth sign could be significant, but also someone could just be that energy could just be significant. Doesn't have to be a person. It could just be the energy within you. Air, focus, listen more. Oh, excuse me. Listen more, maybe to your inner child. Someone is wearing a false mask here. Listen to your inner self for sure, especially if somebody deceiving you. 1 more card, last card with energy. And we also did get air from the beginning. Could be significant, Gemini especially, but if it's not a person, it's just the energy. The energy of needing to listen more. 1 more card. Air again. That's triple confirmation about air. So air could definitely be strong here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini could be very strong in this Aries energy. Now, this could be Aries and Gemini that's intertwined with each other. Whether it's business, romantically, platonically, but y'all know what it is. It says meditation and awareness. Patience. 7777, self-belief. Let it happen organically. I'm keeping my distance to protect your energy, but also passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Meditation and awareness. This could be what you need in order to actually fulfill your self, I guess you could say. Like, in order to get what you actually want, you could need time to yourself to focus and listen more to your inner self. You could need to meditate to gain awareness in order to reach this growth opportunity, to maintain it. Last deck. Ooh, I wonder. I don't even want to take a nap because if I take a nap, I ain't gonna wake up for my client. So, whew. But baby, after that, I'm doing my Leo reading, my Sagittarius reading, and I'm going to actually I can't go to sleep. I still gotta work, y'all. But what time is it? Everybody almost off work, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and get my work done. Cause the people that work 9 to 5s, they bout off work. So those are the consumers for me. 3 cards. What does Aries need to know with this Eight of Swords energy? What affirmations do they need? It says quiet retreat. Right over, they'll be back. I treated you like an option. Very soon. Release the need to control. Kindness. Growth opportunity. Quick retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. We just mentioned doing the inner work to get the results and the physical. Create this quiet time for yourself and you will have more clarity about what to do next. With odd jobs here, release the need to control, they'll be back. So if this is from a romantic standpoint, if this is from a financial standpoint, and then it says very soon, babe, you gotta exit out all this gossip. How you gonna really be able to make a decision that's best for you if you listen to what everybody else got to say? Nobody else is living your life. Nobody else is, in you to be making these decisions for you. That's between you and God. 2 more cards. What affirmations does Aries need with this Eight of Swords energy here? 2 more cards. What affirmations does Aries need with this Eight of Swords energy? What do they need to know? What information could they use to better themselves or the people around them? Sever vows of poverty. Then it says clearing debts. This could definitely be heavy on a financial reading for somebody, even if it does have to do with, let's say, your sexuality or something that happened to you in the past or something that happened to someone around you in the past involving somebody. It still has been affecting your finances and or your stability and relationships or your finances. It says sever vows of poverty, dear one. And these came out in the air sign reading, y'all. So air sign and fire sign could definitely be intertwined some type of way because these came out, and I think quick retreat. These both, if I'm not mistaken, came out in the air sign reading. It says, dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. All the self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, let that shit go. Don't let it go. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. I just said that we all connected. So the better you do, the better your family does. The better you do, the better you're able to raise your family or help your family. Especially if you're in a leadership position. How you gonna be a teacher if you're not always learning? Because the teacher got to be the student at some point, or was the student at some point. But at the same time, it's always so much new information. The teacher is always the student when you think about it, because it's always something to learn. 5-5 could be significant. 1441. It says clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Self-care over meditation. Excuse me. And then it says removing your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. We already talked about that. I literally said that one could be affecting the other and vice versa. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic. Accountability. We already said that too. Accountability was the word for the day. And making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones. Y'all, I can't make this up, but whatever. I said whatever because right now, since I just started really doing readings again, all I could think about is the fact that so many people just don't understand. And it's like, well, I said it without the cards, then I said it with the cards. I try to relate to different from religious standpoints so that people that might be more religious can understand it. I try to speak with analogies and real time stories so that people that may be more on a physical plane can understand it. And then I even talk from a point of spirituality so that people can understand it from that point too. But it's like, babe, you know, you know, put in the work for self and it's going to reflect in real time. It's going to reflect in your materialistic life. It's going to protect. I heard protect. Okay, well, back to that one. Somebody can need to protect somebody. Protect yourself. Protect your own thoughts. Like, protect yourself from, honestly, you can protect yourself from gossip by simply not telling people all your business. Sometimes y'all tell people so much business and then be surprised when they go talk about it. Now, you know daggone well God say that you should only come to God with certain things. And if anything, everything you should go to God for. Talk to God about it. Because one thing God ain't gonna do is tell, well, I ain't gonna say God ain't gonna tell your business because God be telling me y'all business, actually. But God tell me y'all business because God know that I intend to help people. I don't intend to hurt people. So when you tell God your business, God will send you the right help. Let me make sure I emphasize that. When you tell God your business, God will send you the right help and the right people versus you choosing people who might just be from your comfort zone or might be from your past that you can't even trust for real. Okay? Heavy on that. Somebody could be childhood friends with somebody they can't even trust for real. Heavy on it. So, with that being stated, I'm gonna go and get up out of here, get ready for my client. Um I'll be back later for Leo and Sagittarius reading. I think I'm gonna post this Aries reading right now, but yeah, I am gonna post this Aries reading right now, actually. Um, and yeah, whew, I need to go and release my daggone self. I don't